What's up everybody? In today's video, we're gonna take a closer look at this. This is Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars Phantom Menace and the Hasbro Black Series. Check it out. What's up everybody and welcome back to Pop Empire. Happy to have you with us, and like I said, we're gonna take a closer look at him. Again, this is Jar Jar Binks from the movie Star Wars Phantom Menace and Hasbro Black Series. I know Jar Jar Binks is a topic of some debate among Star Wars fans. I like Jar Jar Binks. It's kind of funny though, I think I've kind of gone up and down. I think when I originally saw Phantom Menace, I was okay with Jar Jar Binks, and later on I was less into him, and then lately I'm like, I think he's cool, I think he's funny. I think he does kind of lend himself better to like Clone Wars, of course, the animated series. I think he kind of fits that vibe a little bit more. However, I'm still into him, but when I saw this figure was coming out, I had to have it. It looks really awesome. This is a tremendous action figure. Happy to get a closer look at this guy. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a closer look at that box.
And just checking out the packaging that our Jar Jar Binks comes in. It is the Black Series packaging. Of course, you get that wonderful artwork there on the side of Jar Jar. He looks amazing. And then of course you can see our figure there and the accessories that he comes with, which everything looks great, and I can't wait to get a closer look on. And just getting a closer look at the back, just more of that awesome artwork. And then over there on the side, a description of Jar Jar Binks. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this figure out of the box. Check him out.
And there he is out of the box. Of course, everyone's favorite Gungan, Jar Jar Binks. I gotta say, this action figure is fantastic. There is an insane amount of detail going on with this guy, which we'll get into. First, we'll do a quick rundown of his articulation. First, you got that head movement there. He's actually not super stiff. He actually moves pretty smoothly, which is nice. Also down here at the base of the neck, he has a swivel, which is pretty cool. Of course, the shoulder, you got front and back. You also got side to side or outward. And then the elbow, that one's a little more stiff, which is good. Kind of holds in place nicely, so that's cool. And then the hand, and that kind of swivels around. That's pretty much, oh no, it goes in and out too. And then down to the hips, got a little bit of movement there. Is a little bit stiff, but that's not too bad. Another double joint here. And then his awesome little stubby feet here. And those have a nice kind of rock back and forth. And then of course, you know, the waist or torso, which is actually fairly loose. Let's see if we can get close enough here to show you some of the details. If you just go ahead and take a look at his eyes. Now hopefully I can get this close enough and keep it in focus. His eyes have so much detail going on. There's so many different little like looking textures there. Just really, really tremendous. I love the paint job on his face, and that kind of gradient feel there. And then even if you kind of go to the back of his neck here, the back of his head, let's see if I can get that for you guys there. And look at that. I mean, it's just amazing. I love the paint job on this guy. Really, they did a tremendous job with him. Of course, the back of his head, or you know, whatever these are, some sort of like fin slash wings, something going on here, not really sure, but again, tons of different like kind of texture and feel to it. As far as his clothes, this is actually a separate piece. And the more I look at it, I think you could actually take that off if you wanted to. So I think that's interesting. It's actually, doesn't feel like it's actually connected to him other than just wrapped around him. However, this kind of cloth piece, well, it's not actually cloth, it's just like a rubber around his waist here. That doesn't come off, so wouldn't go ripping that off unless you're planning on customizing this guy. And yeah, even down to the legs, the pant legs, kind of got a bell-bottom feel going on. Got this awesome seam kind of going down the side there. Nice little touch of detail. And again, down to these pudgy little feet. Yeah, all kinds of different wrinkles and different color of his toenails and things like that. Also, if you can kind of see just some of the design down his arm, there's so much going on. They really knocked it out of the park. Let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that come in this set.
So just starting off here with our first accessory, and you have what I was able to find out is called an energy ball, which as I was able to kind of remember, since it's been a while since I have seen the movie, these were actually used as a weapon of sorts, kind of like a grenade. And then with this stick that it's on, though this is a very fancy looking stick, a lot of nice detail going on in there, they would just use this to chuck those energy balls at their enemies. But just kind of getting a closer look there, I do appreciate the detail going on there in this stick. Looks amazing. And then that ball, just that shade of blue, just looks really nice. And yeah, overall the whole thing I just think looks really amazing.
And then here's his bow staff, I guess. I don't know. his staff that comes with the set. It actually comes in two pieces. However, what you can do, you'll see down here at the base of this one, there's that little hole there. And then you just take this side of this piece of the staff, go and insert that there and push on in. There you go. You got this pretty long, awesome bow staff, I guess. I guess it's a bow staff. I don't know. It's probably not called a bow staff. I don't know what the actual name is. If you happen to know what it is, leave it down in the comments, enlighten us. That would be fantastic. But getting a closer look there, you kind of take a look at the handles. There is some grooves in there. So yeah, it's not just just a flat piece. There's actually some texture in there. And again, just adding to the tremendous detail of this figure. Really love this.
And then the final accessory that comes in this pack would be the shield, which is very nice looking. Has the gold going around the outside, like the frame is all gold. And then it has this like a plastic purplish violet color, so they can just see through these shields. And then right here in the center, I would imagine that is where you could put his hand here, and that's how he would hold it to shield himself from the enemies. But overall, this looks really great.
So yeah, all in all, really fantastic figure. Again, I know not a lot of people are big fans of Jar Jar Binks. He is an interesting character. However, this action figure is really fantastic. The level of detail in this one is really just kind of in a league of its own. A lot of these Black Series figures are really starting to step up and look really amazing, but this one, there's so many different levels of detail going on as far as textures, the colors, the way that they've applied the paint on him to make him look textured is really fantastic. So yeah, this figure is definitely, I would say, one that you should add to your collection. Whether maybe you're just a movie fan. I mean, you don't even necessarily have to be a huge Star Wars fan, just a movie fan. I think this would look really cool displayed. But if you happen to have, if you're just a casual fan, maybe you have the Star Wars Blu-rays or DVDs or VHS even, be cool to have this guy, displayed near them, because like I said, this guy's awesome, and honestly on camera really doesn't do it justice. You really got to see this guy up close and personal. It really looks fantastic. So Jar Jar Binks, who knew? To watch a video that YouTube suggests for you, click that video over there to the left. To watch our last video, it's going to be that one to the right. We'd also love it if you would subscribe, and to do that, click the link up above our heads. That would be awesome. See you in the next video. Peace, everybody.
See ya.